Would you, JALANG'O, have not gone if RAILA ODINGA said, no, we don't recognize this guy, do not go?
I would still have gone. Since being development, I would still ask what the agenda. Okay. And if it still stands as development, I would still go, because the people of Lang'ata do not care who's president or who's not. What they care for is the delivery of what the mandate they gave me. You understand? It is the people of Lang'ata who will judge me at the end of this all. JALANG'O, we gave you a chance. Did you deliver our mandate? We had asked you, these were our issues. Have you delivered onto these issues? It is the people of Lang'ata who will at the end of the day. Yes, politics notwithstanding.
Notwithstanding.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to go back to that issue that you mentioned, that you're always in line with your party leader. Yes. Right? So right now, in this instance, all right, today, what trumps the other?
Let me tell you something. We have a rally in Machakos this Friday. Friday or Saturday. The date is still not yet clear. I will be there, because now that's politics. We have to learn how to differentiate politics and development, as much as they run in the same direction.
What if the president holds the key to this development and, for whatever political reason, says, okay, guys, don't go there?
I'm waiting for one statement from Baba again that will also give me direction.
That says you don't.
That whether it is development or not, don't go. Then we'll have that conversation.
But Baba has said it clearly. We cannot and will not recognize the Kenya Kwanza regime, and we consider the Kenya Kwanza government illegitimate. That basically says, I do not recognize that William Ruto man as president of the Republic of Kenya, and I do not recognize that he is a head of government. So anything that he's doing, calling it development, calling it whatever, unless he's doing it in his private capacity.
So ODM think by punishing JALANG'O will make them feel better. And it is through such moves that they have been executing since time immemorial that have been bringing more harm than good to the entire ODM fraternity. Imagine a person not an MP chasing away a member of parliament from attending a parliamentary group meeting of which the MP is supposed to be attending, while the goon to whom is chasing the MP is not supposed to be attending.
I understand.
That is hooliganism of the highest order, in the sense that I still wonder how political differences in ideologies is severely punished by goons in ODM party, and they've always been coming in different shades. If I can just draw your attention back at Kasarani, when the men in black had to beat up Ababu Namwamba just to ensure and block him that he does not become the ODM Secretary General by then.
Because people are voting aimlessly. We want the register brought here before election is done. We want the register brought here before election is done.
Wanachungwa hai.
We want the register brought here before election is done. We want the register brought here before election is done. This is a game being played here. We want the register brought here. We want the register brought here. This thing is here. No, you are the board. No, Chairman.
One of the board. Order. Hapana haribu mali ya chama. Order. Order. Sawa.
Imagine of having all this nonsense at Statehouse in case if the Right Honorable Raila Odinga had won the presidential elections. We indeed dodged a stray bullet. And I've said it times above numbers that ODM as a party has always been associated with politics of deceit, betrayal, and conmanship, hypocrisy at its level best. Because imagine the Right Honorable Raila Odinga went for a handshake to President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta without the party's consent, and that seemed okay with ODM party.
And eventually, after all that long deliberations, we agreed that we now have something that we can actually put together.
And so was birthed the famous handshake and subsequently the building.
But now that Jalas has done the same, that is exactly where they draw a very big line, and instead they have summoned him for disciplinary action.
Hey, bwana, watu si wajinga bwana. Watu si wajinga vile mnadhani. Watu si wajinga.
Why didn't the party deregister the Right Honorable Raila Odinga by then? Why the double standard? And fair enough, Jalas issued a statement stating that he owes no one an apology. But before you have a look at that video, in case if you're watching me for the very first time, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button. If you've been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button. And more so, if you're watching me from a different platform, either Telegram, TikTok, or Facebook, kindly just head on to YouTube, search for Mohamed Sudi. I'll be the first right person to pop up if matters socio-economic and political matters are your great areas of concerns. Kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button so that each and every time that I upload a new video, it will automatically reflect on your notification panel. And more so, if you're watching me from a different platform, either Telegram, TikTok, or Facebook, kindly just head on to YouTube, search for Mohamed Sudi. I'll be the first right person to pop up if matters socio-economic and political matters are your great areas of concerns. Kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button so that each and every time that I upload a new video, it will automatically reflect on your notification panel. and by so doing, you'll simply be supporting my content.
Member of Azimio. And when we walked in, the boys who blocked me and said I will not come in. And after that, I was allowed in. When Baba walked in, one of his close security asked me to walk out. And that's what happened. I walked out. Yes.
How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
I feel bad because I love Baba. I'm a member of ODM, and I really feel bad.
Do you regret meeting President Ruto?
I can't regret meeting President because I'd gone there as my own capacity, and it's because he had called me for development issues. And I still repeat, I feel bad that I can't attend the meeting when Baba is here. And you know very well what I've done for the party myself, what we've begun with been. And I'm happy that it has taken a different time.
What next? What next? What next?
For your apology, would you be willing
to apologize? To apologize, having met the president? There's no apology about it. I went there for development. You don't apologize when you've gone and you've been called.
Does this interfere with the relationship between you and Azimio?
Maybe it will, but I'm still in Azimio. I'm still a member of ODM. And this is politics.
There's a letter that has been written by the Okech asking that you be kicked out of the party. What would be your comment about?
I might not be the first person, neither will I be the last person to be kicked.
From where I sit, I feel the move to punish Jalas is petty and undemocratic because ODM has been calling themselves champions of democracy. Then here I wonder why will they punish or take disciplinary actions to an individual or an MP to whom had been looking for development projects for his constituency. I'm honestly yet to understand why any attempt that seems to be anti-RAILA is treated like a political suicide by ODM. And without any fear of contradiction, Jalas should be ready to pay the price simply because people like President Ruto had to pay the price of bolting out of Raila's circle for he to get where he is today. I wonder why Jalas is now being victimized and being vilified, and yet he was in attendance with other 7 members of parliament at Statehouse when they met President Ruto. Why the double standard? Without forgetting, Jalas is the same individual to whom we all spotted carrying a very huge box filled with hot air at the Supreme Court, but he insisted that the box he had been carrying was the box that contained evidence that was to deter President Ruto's legitimacy. ODM as a party has forgotten all this and they are now bastardizing him. He should instead be made to understand that this is politics and not comedy. So in whichever way he should have a stand and choose whether to be in government or in the opposition side. Simply because his political bromance with President Ruto put Raila's political future at a risk, considering the fact that he was elected at Langata, of which it is strongly considered to be an ODM zone. And if by any chance Jalas is expelled from ODM, then he should use that as an opportunity for him and the others to whom he shall be expelled with to form a new party or join hands with President Ruto for them to shape their political future. He shouldn't fear of bolting out of Raila's political circle if at all he wants to shape his political future, simply because Wetangula, Mudavadi and the current president, William Samoei Ruto, had to bolt out of ODM for they to be where they are today. But honestly, that has just been my opinion. If you have a contrary opinion to mine, you can kindly please just feel free to drop your comments in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And as I end this, kindly please just don't forget to comment, like, share, and most importantly, you can please consider hitting on the subscribe button if you've not. Thank you, and may God bless you.